In FLC, in FLC, closing is better with appointment setters. You'd better believe we're not a team but a family. We work together in harmony. We are devoted, and that you can quote me in FLC.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the FLC Hangout, where your freedom lifestyle begins. Today, us three are gathered here today to wish you guys happy holidays!
Happy holidays!
Oh, yeah. Can you tell that we practiced that long and hard for hours before we...
Yeah.
So,
Days, indeed.
blood
We're so in sync.
Exactly. But on a serious note, we want to actually just wish you guys a happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving, happy Christmas, happy New Year, happy whatever you guys are celebrating around this time. We hope it is amazing for you. And we wanted to touch a little bit on the elephant in the room, which is it's 2025 very soon, in like just over a month away. So we want to talk a little bit about that. With all that being said, before we get into anything, how could I forget? Make sure you're following us all on Instagram. They're on the screens now, in the descriptions below. Somewhere, wherever you're watching this, on your screen will be our Instagrams. Follow us there. Keep up to date. And with all that being said, Misty, over to you.
Oh, thank you, Josie. Yeah, this is the time of year when a lot of things are happening for a lot of people, right? All around the world, people are coming together. They're starting to celebrate whatever they believe in, whatever holidays they have. It's time to gather family and friends, to show each other love, compassion. And, if you don't have family, then friends. And if you don't have family or friends, you have us. We love you very, very much. We think you matter. So, Shushmita, I want to get to you, but really quick, I want people to know that through the holidays, it is very important, like we've said, to cherish each other, love each other, support each other, but also set your goals. Don't slow down. Don't let depression and sadness set in, because for some of us, this time of year, we get an all-time low, and we don't want that. Right? We want to set the intention out there that this is the beginning of my next chapter. Okay, so the new year hasn't come yet, but we still have to grab that page and start changing that over. And without the momentum and the intention set there, sometimes that page may take longer to flip. So let's start that early. Shushmita! Shushmita! Love you, Shushmita. আমি তোমাকে ভালোবাসি খুশি
আমিও তোমাকে অনেক ভালোবাসি মিষ্টি and we just say that we love you. Of course, happy Thanksgiving to you all, and I am very thankful for these two ladies and the ones who brought us together, that lady and the people who made this happen through their hard work. They're working on the background, and how we all have come together. I'm thankful for those people, our families, our parents, and our loved ones. I'm thankful, and for Mowgli and every being on the earth who enrich our lives, I'm thankful. And if you are someone who have challenges with your family or your loved ones, know that you are not alone, and we are here with you, and we love you. And we are grateful for you. We are grateful with you. And yes, this is a very happy Thanksgiving. I have a sister who taught me, like, I have a tendency of getting worried and always thinking about the worst case scenario. That's one of my flaws. So one time, before joining FLC, I was talking to my sister, and I was very upset because the job I was doing and the people were horrible. And my sister said, yeah, all these are true, but just remember last time, this time, what were you worried about? So the year earlier, or 2 years earlier, prior to that event, I was worried about getting a job. Because of my health issue, I lost 2 years from my life. I couldn't work and I lost money and everything. The highest loss would be my health. But God's blessing that I recovered. And I was worried about if I can have a good job again. And 1 year later or 2 years later, when I was complaining about how horrible the job is, my sister reminded that, what were you worried before? And that's how, like, that was an eye-opening experience, because even when we complained, we don't realize that how we progress. So I hope all of us keep that in mind. The world is going through a lot, and I know uh, it doesn't sound well when I say that be grateful for whatever you have. It doesn't imply on everyone, but us, we can stick together and we can do so much well that everyone's life will change. And that is why I am very grateful. And I'm grateful for FLC Hangout. I'm grateful for the brands you see. I'm grateful for this portfolio. And these two ladies are my favorite. So, yes, that's my speech.
Thank you. I want to say that I'm grateful for you as well. Like you mentioned the hangout, but without you, the hangout wouldn't be a thing. We wouldn't have all this cool stuff to attract people to the hangout. So thank you. Without Shabaria as well, there would be no hangout. And of course, without Misty, there would be no hangout too. So shout out to we never, I think because we're both co-hosts of this hangout, we kind of like one person in this, but yeah, shout out to you as well, Misty. I want you to know that too. So shout out to all of you. Grateful because there would be no hangout without all of you, and I love doing this. It's one of my favorite things to do. But something you said, Shishmita, or actually your whole story there, reminded me. I've seen this post. This is so strange. I mean, it's not strange. It's. I mean, so something somewhere knew that I had to see this over and over because we were going to film this today. But like yesterday or the day before, I saw this one post with the same message by different people, but the same exact message like 5 times, which said something along the lines of someone somewhere would beg to swap lives with you, would beg to be in your position, your health, your age, where you are in the world. Someone somewhere would absolutely happily swap positions with you. So I think that's really important to remember. We're not saying you have to be happy with where you are and be grateful. No, it's okay to want more and it's okay to want different. But I feel like that can really easily lead to depression and anxiety and these feelings of not nice feelings, right? So I think it is really important to be grateful every day as well for what you do have. I think that's a really good reminder, especially this time of year. Like you said, Misty, this time of year, especially, I don't know what it is, the seasonal depression, the giving season, the having friends and family around, that can be really anxiety inducing for a lot of people. So yeah, I would say just find something every day to be grateful for. Start your morning with it. It actually really changes the way you show up. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
One time, can I share? One time I did an experiment. Can I share that?
Yeah.
So I will just share it, even if you say no. I'm not going to listen. So.
No.
No.
You know, it's Mercury retrograde. Your will is not going to imply. So
Oh, I know.
listen to
Oh, I know today. I know.
It's like opposite day. I'm going to tell you no, and you're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
So I think the year was 2000. It was exactly 2013, 14, in between this time. So I was not a Facebook pro. And where I live, technology comes a little bit later. Pre-pandemic era, we were a little bit later, like post-pandemic, now we are all in sync, but back then. So I was having some trouble with some people, and I was so mad at them because there are some difficult people. If you say something like, "Hey Josie, I don't like the black dress that you are wearing or the black top you are wearing," And if that person says, you know what, this is great. And that becomes like another trigger, like, what the hell, man? So I started writing every day just out of grudge because I cannot do anything. So on a notebook, I wrote that this day that person said this day that person happened, this thing happened. And they were the person I'm talking about, they had their own battles. So they had some very challenging mentality. So, sometimes people become very defensive. Sometimes people like act out on anyone. So I started writing down. And by the end of 2014, I even forgot. And one time I was talking on phone with that person, and suddenly I was just looking around my old notebooks and I found that book. And I said, okay, I need to hang up now because all those complaints were about this person. And then I read, and I was in utter awe that at the beginning, what I started writing down about this person, they were still difficult, but they grew so much over time. For example, if I say now that, hey, Josie, you're wearing a black top, I don't like. So Josie will say, yeah, this is a black top. If you don't like it, don't look at it. So that is some improvement to that level. And then I called that person again and I said, you know what? I think you can really grow as a person. And the person started laughing, like, what do you mean? I said, no, it just seems to me you have changed a lot. You have come around a lot since the time I met you. So from then on, I just have this idea. I never did it that dedicatedly again, but if you have complaints, we all have complaints. I don't blame you. We are human beings. You just start writing down, and over the time, when you look back, you will see how things have changed, and you will automatically be grateful. This is an idea that I'm sharing on Mercury retrograde.
I like that.
Yeah, that is a good idea. And in fact, when like this brings up something for me, it's I have a client that has decided that every year around this time, this client is going to have the worst time ever and he's going to have a really bad attitude. In fact, he will tell you months in advance. Like they told me in August, September, this time of year is coming. I'm going to be really grouchy. I'm not going to be a nice person. I'm going to be really, down and depressed. It's going to be really hard. So I looked at that person and I said, so you've already decided how you're going to behave and how you're going to feel. He's like, no, you don't understand. I do understand. You've made a choice and that's what you're going to go with. Instead of letting go of the hurt and the pain and everything from the past and growing and moving forward, you're going to hold on to that and you're going to carry it over every year because you enjoy that. If you didn't enjoy it, then you would change it, right? So when we say move into 2025 with intention, we mean start your intention now. Like Shushmita's saying, write down your stuff. Write down how you're feeling or where you're at right now. And then you can look at it and say, okay, this is how I'm feeling. I don't like this. What can I change? How can I change that? And then every day you start moving forward and working on changing that. And then when you go back and you look at it, you're like, oh my, I can't believe I was stuck in that. And I kept repeating that. And now I can see how that was a choice and how I made the choice to get better and change things. So when you're going to go into these holidays, I know a lot of us think, I have to be around family. This is going to stress me out. They don't understand me. They don't, listen to what I have to say. They don't notice me. And they may be feeling the same thing you are. But without being able to be with your family, you might be in a worse position. So just reevaluate how you're going into situations, how you're going into these holiday season, and really set the intention because it is all in your hands. Your life, your future, your feelings, your thoughts, everything is in your hand and you have control of that. It's all you. How are you going to handle it? Are you going to serve yourself an amazing life on a silver platter because you deserve it? You're going to start your freedom lifestyle? Or are you going to keep handing yourself the same garbage you keep handing yourself every year, every day? Wherever it's at, right? So guys, I want to wish you guys a happy holidays. I hope and pray that everything works to your favor. Of course, we all know that it will. Everything works for you, not against you. And we wish that you guys would not only feel the love and support that we are sending you, but that you send each other, because everybody deserves it. Kind of look around your surroundings and take stock of where you're at and who you are and who you're around, and who could use at least your little smile, because that smile can make a huge difference. Ladies, anything you guys would like to say before we wrap up?
Yes, I want to say, I don't wish this upon anyone, but if you are going through a hard time, if you're feeling very lonely, if you think you need to hold a hand of a friend, reach out to these ladies, because I know these are the best of friends anyone can have. Just comment below, I need a friend, or comment below anything. These ladies will reach out to you and they will be your friend, they will be your loved ones, they will give you enormous love, and you will have something to be thankful for and wish holidays with. And I wish you all the very best today, tomorrow, during retrograde, not during retrograde. Have a happy holiday and awesome 2025.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Shishmita. And yeah, I agree. If you don't have, if this time of year is anxiety inducing for you, or it is lonely for you, reach out to us. We don't say FLC is a family for no reason. So yeah, understand. Completely understand. I went into my my agreement drill training. Completely agree with what you're saying. That's what I'm trying to say. And also, I want to leave you guys with a quote I heard somewhere is, if what you're not changing, you're choosing. So if you want different, choose different. It starts with a choice, and you need to make that choice. So if you don't like the current daily routine you're in, for example, choose different, because what you're not changing, you're choosing, even if it is something that you don't like. So that's me.
Absolutely. And I just want to throw this out there really quick. The choice is easy. Don't overthink it. It's actually pretty easy. The awareness that you need to make the choice is a little bit more difficult, but the choice is easy and it's yours. So with that being said, guys, from all of us here at FLC, welcome to the family, where once your family for life. Happy holidays, and we love you guys. Ami tomake balabashi.
We work together in harmony.
ভালোবাসি।
Bye.
Bye.